behind the scenes to see what's going on and break down the performance of a barista.
55 degrees to highlight
So
the
this
sweetness.
is live. This is happening right now over there. But I'm going to stand over here where the screen is so you can see this better. Actually, I'm going to turn this around so that you'll have better color. Okay, so what is a Barista Championship? The Barista Championship is a competition that brings together the best baristas from any nation and eventually the world as they win. And they come together to give a 15-minute presentation to 7 judges that are going to evaluate their chef. So as you can see here, these are 4 sensory judges, 1, 2 technical judges, and a head judge. The competitor standing in the center will prepare 3 flights of drinks: espresso, milk beverage, and a signature drink of their own creation, and serve it to the 4 judges. Right now, he's doing the second round of drinks, which is a milk beverage that he has pulled 1 shot of espresso in each of these cups, and he's now pouring the milk into the cup. He wants to make it nice, glossy, shiny, smooth, and velvety texture from the milk, while also pouring some kind of latte art. The latte art is, there is a latte art championship that's separate than this, where we really break down the structure and integrity of the latte art. Here we want to see nice symmetry and contrast for the latte art, but it's not necessarily required for the drink. So as you can see, the station layout here, we'll go back to that. But as you can see, we're zooming in here for some of the pouring. And this particular competitor, nice, calm, smooth, contained. And as you can see, we've got an espresso machine here, 3-group Della Corte judges presentation table, and then a little work table for them to do whatever they want to do, set up for the competition. In this particular case, this competitor has some of their signature drink components, as well as a little bit of, nice garnish here to make it look nice. And so he's serving each of the judges a drink, and then they are evaluating. So how the judge evaluates the drink is that first, once it's landed, they look at the latte art, they look at the texture of the milk, and they make a quick evaluation, 0 to 6 for the scoring, and then they move on to tasting. For this, each of the judges, like this judge here, will take 2 sips from that cup. 1 sip, twist the cup a little bit, and sip from a separate location on the cup. Why do we do this? We want to make sure that we get the right amount of milk foam and texture onto the palate. And then you can see here the head judge is now tasting that drink after. The head judge tastes the drink because we want to know, get a rough estimate of how that drink tasted, and then when we talk with the judges later, we have an idea of their experience. So as you can see, this judge here, Rima Alganim, she is now taking a little drink of water. The competitor should provide some water so that in case the judge needs a little bit of water, it's more of a courtesy than a requirement, but there is an evaluation of the competitor whether or not he gives water. So like I said, there's 15 minutes, and a good competitor will give the judges some time to evaluate between courses or between talking.
I have designed this 3D structure to simplify the explanation of illegal harm mistake. My coffee is produced under a unique climate in horrible bar, which is the highest point in Baltimore. It's 3,747 between the Caribbean 35 to the north and Pacific 55 to the south. The farm is located at very high elevation. The trees is ground enriched young volcanic soil. Its low temperature exactly in 1975 meters above the sea level. The trees are harvested and then processed here. This process of my coffee is it's for anaerobic slow dry, which is the process with my espresso recipe, which is 20 n 38 hours, allowing to exact touch of my coffee. to develop its fullest potential of notes. If you could please write them down. Laura, great grapevine.
So as you can see, he gave this diorama
Yes.
of the coffee, you're kind of representing what the coffee's about, where it's from. He talked about the elevation, it's from Panama, and it's kind of cute. It's got these like little red cherries representing the actual coffee, ripe coffee cherries, and some green to give that presentation of the things. And I was telling the judges what are the flavors they're going to experience in this
Medium
specific
to raw
class.
acidity.
So blackberries,
Medium to raw
medium
bitterness.
acidity, medium
High sweetness.
high sweetness, there it is.
Creamy mouthfeel. Milky texture.
Milky texture,
And
and
vanilla aftertaste.
okay, this is a problem here. He has placed his drinks on top of the espresso machine, and unfortunately that is not allowed within the rules, and it's very specific on that. So this is something where the competitor will probably get a penalty under station management on the technical score sheets. So if you are a competitor, remember, do not place any liquids on top of your espresso machine. Now we understand why. I understand why he's doing that, because he's got his serving trays on top. However, by placing it up there, it is a violation of the rules, and there will be a penalty incurred. So he's relating the flavors and the tactile experience of the coffee, of the beverage, to the judges, because that's part of the evaluation. What we're looking for is how well does the competitor know his beverages, and how well can he guide the judges through that experience by telling them exactly what to expect. So if he could tell them in high detail what they're going to experience before they experience it, and then their taste reveals that same experience, then the scores can be much high, or very high. Now, how does the scoring work? As you can see, he's also refilling the waters. That's a great thing to do, especially if the judges are drinking water. But the scoring goes from 0 to 6, starting at 0, unacceptable, 1 point for acceptable, 2 for average, 3, good, 4, very good, 5, excellent, and then 6 for extraordinary. Now he's going to talk about his signature drink. He's brought all this stuff forward. He is using a geisha coffee. He has made his espresso beforehand. As you can see, he's pouring it into the vessel where he's going to mix his ingredients together.
My first ingredient is sparkling mango juice, which I make by reducing the fresh mango with carbonating it with CO2 with 70 grams of brown sugar.
So he's got mango, brown sugar.
With the silky texture in my espresso, in my signature.
So of this,
And they will use 96 grams of this.
they said he's going to put 96, not 90, 96 grams of this syrup.
Which I make by reducing, which I make by reducing hibiscus tea to enhance the flavor of my signature. And I use 56 grams of this.
60 grams of this.
The third ingredient is orange blossom in order to enhance the aroma of my signature. And I will use 88 grams of this.
I think he said 80 grams of this next one. I didn't quite catch the ingredient. So this competitor, he has combined, he has pulled the shots early on and is now combining all the ingredients in a separate container. And it looks like he's adding some ice to it to chill it down. So he's talking about having pomegranate flavors. And then you saw this guy coming in here. That's because he is telling them how much time he has remaining. Cranberry acidity.
Medium to low bitterness.
Medium sweet, low bitterness.
silky texture.
I didn't know that one. Nice tiered, presentation on the station. A little spot for everything, a little cup for the spoons, water, and then tiers for espresso, milk, and this signature drink. So he's portioning them out. It's really important that he portions all of the drink out and serves all of the liquid, because the requirement in the rules requires that they must serve all the liquid.
Finally, few more time and letting me share my passion about history. And I hope you enjoyed our trip today. And that was my time. يعطيك العافية باسم. ما شاء الله. باسم شرفنا على stage.
So now that the competition presentation is finished, the competitor steps off the stage, and now the judges will finish their written scores and evaluations before leaving the stage. And then our MC will then now speak with the competitor and do a little interview to see how he feels.
يعني صراحة هذه الفكرة كاملة أنا ودي أعرف كيف أنت طلعت معك.
So that's pretty much how the competition works, the presentation at least. If you have any questions, let me know in the comments down below. I'm here in Riyadh,